Hi, Professor Dan Anderson here, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be demonstrating the 8 modern Arnis Anyos in the manner in which I teach them. And so this is in response to, I saw a post the other day where somebody's going, are there any DVDs or videos out there of the empty-hand modern Arnis Anyos? Because, the person wanted to train them and like that. And so I thought, well, what the heck, I've put out DVDs on these before, but I'll do just a little Facebook tutorial on them. And a couple of things, as opposed to, let's say, Shotokan Karate or Taekwondo or Goju-Ryu and so forth, the modern Arnis Anyos essentially are templates. And as Professor Remy taught across the boards in terms of all sorts of different karate stylists, taekwondo stylists, kempo stylists, and that sort of thing, he didn't specify a whole lot about this stance has to be thus and such, or this move has to be done in thus and such manner. Instead, he taught it as the art within your art. So what you'll get is you'll get kempo people doing a slightly different flavor than taekwondo people or Japanese Shotokan people of the same anyos. So the templates are the same, but from different stylistic backgrounds, they'll look a little bit different. Now, the other thing is that from region to region, he taught them slightly differently. I've seen where at the end of, let's say, one anyo, which maybe calls for a punch, I'll see several punches, or I've even seen it where with anyo number 1 or anyo isa, where the person ended off, instead of the high block, there would be the high block and then bang, bang, a couple of punches there. So there will be regional differences as well, but these are the anyos templates that he taught me. Now, one last thing is that within each template, there are certain actions that I do because of a certain reason. And so there will be modifications in that way. Probably the most notable modification would be the 7, where you've got the upper guard here, and he would teach it this way, and then bang with a side kick. I opt out more for the original Okinawan version of the move, which would be closer to here, and with a hammer fist, and bang with a front kick. But still what you've got is you've still got the template of the double action here, the backhand action here, and then the kick. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and move on to anyo number 8. I'm going backwards just because you can find the first 5 anyos very easily. It's performed by Professor Remy on YouTube and on all his videos and so forth. But 6, 7, and 8 were never committed to film by Professor Remy. So I'm going to start off with 8, and how I'm going to show them is I'm going to show how I teach them in their individual sections. And these sections are arbitrarily set up and divided. Just makes it easier for me to teach. So onwards to anyo number 8. Now we always begin each anyo with the courtesy salute. So we start off here and then come to here. And section 1, I part my arms just a little bit. That opens for the front kick, coming down with the down block, and we have the 1-2 punch. This is followed by the same action on the opposite side. Front kick, down block, 1-2 punch. The third action is a combination hand sweep, foot sweep, followed by an oblique side kick, and then the down block and the 2 punch. Section 2 starts with stepping backwards, going with down block, inside forearm block, 1-2, followed by the same action on the other side, down, inside, 1-2. Then the third action of this section, you've got your upward X, Your arms will open up, so you go wrist to wrist. As you twirl it over to a cross position just like this. And as you do this, you step backwards, and this hand draws back, this hand pushes down. So you've got your 1, 2, X, and press it down in this fashion. Section 3 consists of 2 moves, and you have your parry, and you have either your upward palm or your upward knife hand strike, and it is pretty much as though you're parrying the punch, you're sliding inside the arm, and you're going whack this way. So you've got this down action, step in, 1, and then you follow up, step in, 2. Now, section 4 starts with an umbrella done with an empty hand as you step back, and you follow with a knife hand strike. This is replicated on the other side. You step back, umbrella, knife hand strike. Section 5 is the most confusing part of this, and I'm going to go ahead and break it down into first the hands and then the arms. So the left hand circles down and around, and you'll recognize the empty hand motion once you connect this up with the spiraling head throw. But you've got your circle, and this hand comes out this way, so that what you've got is like you're parrying the punch, and then you're pitching the person in the spiraling head throw. But you've got circle, and I just withdraw this back here just to clear the way for this arm, and then it inserts as it passes the arm in this fashion. So this starts here, around, and like this. Now, this is your end position for the footwork. Now the footwork, you go cross, this comes up, and this goes side kick. And the manner in which I do the side kick, I do a down stomp side kick, much like the Goju-ryu Kansetsu-geri. So you've got your cross, up, and bang. So when we're here, you'll notice that by about this point, when my hand gets up to here, is when I've got my cross, you see. Up, my hands will finish out, and then bang with the side kick. Now from this point, you step down left, step, cross, and you've got the same thing on the other side where you've got your side kick, cross over, and step back to finish. So the legs, you've got this cross behind step, bang, kick, cross over, right step, cross behind, bang this way, cross over, and to end. The arm action from this position actually is less confusing because all you have to do is switch positions of the arms, bang like this. You get this one behind the head, you get this one parrying the arm. You just be parrying the arm and sticking behind the head this way. So coordinating that action, you've got up here, bang, step, step, switch the arms behind, and then down. And Professor Remy, he usually finished every form with this type of a flourish. And then from that point, courtesy. So if we put section 5 together all in one flowing action, what you've got is There you go, Anyo number 8. All you need to do is link each section together, one to the next, and you have one flowing application of the form. Enjoy.